Hello friends, we have to deal with NVIS 6109 regarding ultrasonic measurement lab. This lab consists two units. First is training platform, and the second one is liquid cell. These two units consist of deal with ultrasonic sensors. First is object detection and distance. Second is distance measurement, and liquid cell performing the two experiments regarding velocity of non-electrolytic liquids and compressibility of non-electrolytic liquid. We have to use non-electrolytic liquid is water, and this is the basic flow diagram of ultrasonic measurement lab, consisting the clock generator of 40 kilohertz, which the frequency which is gone into the ultrasonic transmitter receiver modules. This transmitter receiver module which transmit the high frequency range, and this frequency, after reflecting the object, the receiver will receive the signal, and then afterwards the signal is amplifying through the threshold voltage division, and then afterwards the two modes which is used for object detection and distance measurement, and this distance measurement will be shown in LCD display through microcontroller, and this microcontroller through LCD display the distance between the range of ultrasonic sensor and transmitter module is 28 centimeter to 44 centimeter. Experiment 1 is detection of an object through ultrasonic transmitter and receiver module. Now we are going to perform that experiment. Place the toggle switch or keep ensure that the toggle switch of a clock generator is at mode 1. And second step is to place the toggle switch at on object detection mode. Now we are switch on the platform. This is the reflector plate which is used as an object for ultrasonic transmitter receiver module. Third stage is to adjust the gain of an amplifier so that the object is detected successfully. With the help of CRO, we are seeing the output waveform of the object or frequency of an ultrasonic transmitter receiver module. Now we are rotating the gain of an amplifier block so that the audio signal will appear by placing the reflector plate over ultrasonic transmitter receiver module. Now we are going to see the output of a clock generator and the output of a receiver on CRO. This is our input clock generator output. And second stage is to place the object over transmitter receiver module, and at TP2 we are the output of a TP2 is like that. And the amplifier output is like this. Now experiment 2 is to distance measurement for a ultrasonic transmitter and receiver module. With using this distance measurement is The range of the ultrasonic transmitter and receiver module is 28 centimeter to 44 centimeter. Now we are going to perform the experiment to switch on the platform. Place the toggle switch of clock generator 40 kHz at mode 2. And second stage is to place the toggle switch at distance measurement mode. On LCD it will appear the frequency 40 kHz and distance is dash dash centimeter. Now we are adjusting the distance with the help of this reflector plate, and the distance will appear on LCD is 28 centimeter. This is our starting range, 28 centimeter. As we move upward, moving the reflector plate upwards, the distance will increase up to afterwards. We are using this CRT probe to see the output of a TP2 in mode 2 with respect to ground. Place the reflector plate at initial level. And see the output of TP4 in DC mode. This is the threshold output on CRO. Complete the experiment 2. Now we are moving to the second part of this NVIS 6109. This unit consists of this is the liquid cell, second part of the ultrasonic measurement lab. This liquid cell consists of one micrometer whose list count is 0.01 mm, and one hollow cylinder, and the crystal is 2 megahertz inside it. Now with the help of this liquid cell we are measuring the velocity and the compressibility of the non-electrolytic liquid, and the non-electrolytic liquid is filled inside this hollow cylinder. By rotating this nulls, we have to disassemble this liquid cell. This is required to fill the non-electrolytic liquid. We are using this non-electrolytic liquid using water as a non-electrolytic liquid. We are filling the water in this hollow cylinder or a non-electrolytic liquid. And this water is used for the compressibility of the liquid. We are using the compressibility and the velocity of the liquid. And after filling this liquid, tighten this liquid cell assembly with the help of these nuts. And the quantity of the water inside this cylinder is 20 cc. After filling this non-electrolytic liquid, clean this liquid cell with the help of cotton or something else. And performing the experiment, velocity and the compressibility of the non-electrolytic liquid with the help of this receiver. With the help of this cable, we have to connect this liquid cell unit with the training platform NV6109. Connect this liquid cell and connect the other end of this cable is to liquid cell collector. After connecting, the assembly look like this. Here the description shows the liquid cells description shows that the high frequency input 2 megahertz inside the liquid cell, and the gain which is adjusted after the 2 megahertz frequency, and the output of the liquid cell or the non-electrolytic liquid compressibility will be measured in galvanometer in microampere. Now switch on the training platform. Connect the test probe of CRO with respect to ground, and at TP5 we have to adjust the time division and voltage per division. And rotate the gain . You can see the output of an ammeter is going beyond the 50 microampere. By adjusting the gain, we have to adjust the maxima and minima of the non-electrolytic liquid. Here I adjust the microampere current around 35 microampere. For the velocity, the formula is the lambda f. The input frequency is 2 megahertz. This is the minima, and this is the maxima in microampere. And with the help of rotating the micrometer, we have to counting the minima and maxima. At every 10 mm distance, we have to measure the maxima and the minima over the ammeter. The same procedure is performed in compressibility of the liquid. The formula is different. Only the formula is different. The velocity and the for compressibility. Now switch off the trainer. Switch off the training platform and remove the assembly. All the experiment has been completed, and remove the connections. Thank you.